Hello, spacious women. All these funny mask things are so hilarious. Wearing my crown. In case you're wondering, if you're on your phone and you do a live, there's these funny little masks, things that you can put on top of yourself. All kinds of ones. Like you can be an animal, you can be a queen. I'm being a queen right now. So I just spent all day today driving. I've spent the last 2 weeks visiting family, visiting so many different family. And today I drove all the way home, but before that I had the last morning with my mum and 2 of my sisters and my niece and other niece, and lots of family. And I had this really big blow up with my mum, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. And it was like intense, and it seemed like it was a bit out of proportion if I imagine it happening with somebody else. But there's something special that happens with my mum, or with our parents, and with our children, and with the people close to us. So it seemed so ridiculous, and I actually felt quite embarrassed by how intensely emotional I got from it. But I had made myself some breakfast, and I was still we had all these leftover patties that we'd made for this big barbecue the day before, and I was cooking them all up. And I was sitting out on the veranda in the sun eating some food while I was still cooking patties on the stove. And so I wasn't quite next to the thing I was cooking, and my mum didn't like that. And she came out to kind of rouse on me like a mum about the fact that I wasn't standing next to the stove. But then she said, because you often burn things, and I got so triggered. I got more triggered than I even get with my own children. and really lost it at her, and then she lost it at me, and we kind of just stormed off and didn't talk to each other for about 10 minutes. And I felt all this intensity in my body, like it was like, whoa, like I could not sort this out. Like it felt huge. It felt way bigger than just what we were talking about. And I actually sat there and was like, okay, I'm going to do some nonviolent communication. Like, what am I feeling? What am I needing? And tuned into what I was feeling, what I was needing, saw myself going and calmly connecting with my mom and sorting it out. And then I went to my mum, and as soon as I started sharing it, I just blew up again. And I was like, the nonviolent communication went way out the window, and we yelled at each other. And then I just started bawling, and she started bawling, and we just like, at first I was holding back from crying, because I was like, I felt really vulnerable, and really, I had a lot of judgment of myself that I'm starting to get all emotional and crying just because my mum asked me to stand next to a stove when I'm cooking food. But it was so much more than that. And we actually ended up, it felt like we released so much stuff and talked about all these other times when I was a child. Even Mum brought up when I was 3, and there was this intensity between us, and we were hugging and we were crying, and it was such a big release. And all today while I was driving the 10 hours home, I was feeling sensitive in my body, and I was feeling more of it release, and it felt like such a healing experience. So the takeaway that I want to give to you from that is that sometimes that unconscious blah and all the messiness is is okay. And I actually think in my situation then it was needed. Like it was perfect that we got so messy and I got so like crazy. We both got crazy and I reverted to my tiny, defiant, angry, hurt child with my mum, and we like had tears and yelling, and like the messiness was a part of the healing. And I know that sometimes in some situations with some relationships it's harder to get through the messiness into the healing, but the messiness can also be a part of the healing. Like I don't think it would have felt as powerful and as healing, as releasing. It felt like we were actually like, oh, it looks so weird seeing this computer generated makeup and glittery stuff on me. It felt like we were releasing ancestral stuff. Felt like all of our energetic, emotional stuff today that got activated by me leaving the stove cleared so much, and cleared so much for my children and my relationship with my children, their relationship with their children, and on it goes. And my mum even said that while we were hugging each other and crying and releasing stuff, she's like, we're letting this go, like this is happening, and she could feel it and I could feel it. Powerful stuff. So whether it's with your mum, your dad, your partner, your children, sometimes it needs to get really messy in order to move and in order to heal. And messy isn't always bad. And we have the power through the messiness to reconnect. Like I felt so connected with my mum after our yelling, crying match. And we hugged for so long. At one point while I was hugging her, I melted and got really, really felt into hugging her like, oh, this is my mum. Like I felt like I was, like a child hugging a mum again, which was also a part of the healing. So yeah, just it's all kind of raw and still there, and I didn't really have anything planned about that, but I'm sure you'll have messy stuff coming up as well, so it's okay. Messy stuff's okay. And I'm pretty tired. It's very late here. I'm gonna be really gentle with myself tonight, go to sleep and hug myself and all the healing, all the shedding that's going on. And I wish you the same with whatever's coming up for you, and let me know what this gives to you, my sharing, and if you have anything similar going on in any of your relationships. And also, if you want to be held in any of this, if you have stuff that battery going low, if you have stuff going on that you're ready to release, you're ready to clear, you're ready not just release and clear, but hold and embrace and embody and move through you, get on a call with Lisa or I. Like we love doing this work and we are really good at it. Like I can totally claim that. And I can still be messy and lose it with my mum. Like it's just life. It never ends. So yeah, I wish you so well in all your relationships and would love to connect with you in a call if that calls to you. And I'll see you again soon. Mwah!